name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the villain. I am joined by my host, guest host or co-host, Joker and Victoria. We're talking TikTok. Strap in. This is going to be a bumpy ride tonight. Anywho, so Oracle and Walmart own the biggest social media application on earth today. What scandalous thing happened this past weekend? There was a meeting of right-wing organizations where they were sitting there listening to the pitches of people from the right wing. One of the companies that was sitting there, TikTok. TikTok was sitting there. TikTok was sitting in these rooms. Now, I don't care that Oracle and Walmart, which co-own TikTok along with ByteDance, I don't care that they're in a room with a bunch of right-wingers. What I do care about is every single time black and BIPOC content creators, as soon as they do something that tries to help their communities, CGVs. But the pink sauce can get there. How many stories have there been of black content creators creating a dance craze that some goofy white girl gets or some goofy white guy gets, and all of a sudden they're on Jimmy Kimmel? Meanwhile, the person who made the damn trend in the first place, they can't even get no love. They can't get no love.
Recently, the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da girl singing, the poet, the very astral, I don't know her name.
Absolutely glorious voice, beautiful voice that she has. And somebody's ripping her off.
Yes.
Yeah, and carry a tune in a bucket, but see, I did da-da-da-da-da-da, and y'all exactly.
Oh, I love her.
Beautiful.
Like, every time one of her videos pops up and she's doing something new, I watch it at least 2, 3, maybe 4 times because I just love listening to it. Because she has her voice is rhythmic, and it is just absolutely like soothing. It's beautiful.
I sat there and watched her whole video. I watched her whole video. And I was just so like overtaken with just beauty and love. And then what do I see? A damn My Chemical Romance reject doing the same song. The exact same song. And he's getting, we need to have him on our show. But
truth of the matter is, I'd love to have her on this show because she is glorious and I love her.
Yes. But that, again, is my problem. That is my problem. With this application, that is my problem. That is my problem with this application. Because it's okay. It's perfectly okay that Chemical Romance Boy steals a song. We're not even going to try to pretend like he didn't steal that whole song. He stole the song. Stole it. Flat out stole it. Whole song.
At least give the creator credit.
Thank you. At least recognize where you got it from. But what was TikTok doing in this? Were they finding justice for this beautiful black poetess? Nope. They muted her video. But goofy fake Lestat from Interview with a Vampire. TikTok ain't got no problem with that, though, because you can sell ads off of that. Like I said before, I had a fledgling YouTube channel. I had maybe 500 people that subscribed. I put videos on there. I called them the Villain's Rant. I would get in my car. I'd go someplace. I'd film on my phone. I'd do the little editing. I'd upload it to YouTube. 500 people, Cool. I was in the military at the time. My sister introduced me to TikTok. She said, you would be great on it. You would be great on TikTok. I said, okay, yeah. I tried it. November 4th, 2020. As it stands right now, by November 4th of 2022, I will probably have amassed 1 million followers. The most people that have ever listened to me say anything. And you know what? The aggravation I have gotten from this application sometimes make this not worth it. I'm going to say something on air. I want everybody to hear me, and I want y'all to pay very close attention to me. There have been several times over the past 2 years I have thought about deleting that damn app. Several times. It is not worth the aggravation. Because if it isn't the app itself, which has a clear racist bias against BIPOC creators, gay creators, any creator that isn't a goofy white boy dancing, if they're not looking for the newest trend, which is black guy in sweatpants with meat hanging.
Also, don't forget, it's also the right-wing conservative white boys and fake conservatives trying to preach a message of misinformation.
Of course.
Those are okay. Everything else.
Think about this. Facebook and Instagram and YouTube cracked down on COVID misinformation. You know where they didn't? Take a guess. TikTok. But it's not just the application itself. It's not ByteDance. It's not Oracle. It's not Walmart. You know what else it is? It's the people on it. Let's start with the elephant in the room. Modern Warrior.
It was going that one. Knew that was the one.
And I'm going to tell you right now, get it back to him because I don't care.
We don't at all.
I don't run in fear of a single solitary man walking the face of this earth, and I damn sure don't fear him. But let me tell you about Lance. I respected the hell out of Lance when I first got on that application. I absolutely did. I loved everything he did. I loved the way he said things. Absolutely loved it. Supported him. I was one of them guys.
Absolutely. 100%.
I found myself carrying water for Lance, Aunt Karen, Dinesh, our exorcist. I was a new guy. If there was a black content creator, I followed him. Boom. I speak. Conscious Lee, I saw one of Conscious Lee's video before I even got on that application. So when he started following me back, I almost cried. Not gonna lie. So here I am, following Lance. Lance came up with a phrase. Hey, colonizer. Which sounds true, but a whole lot of people got offended by it.
White people.
You said it, I didn't.
I'm white. I'm going to say it. White
exactly.
people.
So I'm out here carrying water for Lance. Then, and everybody knows where I'm about to go with this, the Wombland saga.
Deep in my...
Here she go with this. Where Lance got into a relationship.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. But Lance got into a relationship with another large content creator. They are called Chelsea. And whatever happened in their relationship ended up in encompassing everybody within that application. Everybody had a damn bad take, myself included. And the problem was that there were no winners in that. Nobody came out of that looking good.
No, you failed miserably.
Between those two, nobody came out of that looking good.
No, you failed miserably.
That whole saga tore families and communities apart. You had Native Americans fighting against black people because of that. So what happens? Instead of both of these people heeding the words of Kendrick Lamar, stay down, be humble. They come back. Chelsea comes back first. And then they try to gaslight everybody in. It was like the red wedding. It wasn't until Lance came back that everybody started to realize, you know what? There wasn't a single good person in that. Lance decides to put his foot in his mouth by saying, if you're white passing, you're white.
I know I'm a Mayo sapien. Thanks for telling me.
My thing is this. If you don't realize that the damage that you're doing, you should shut up. If you don't realize that the stances you're taking are causing harm to people, harassment to people, if you can't read the damn room, leave it. If you over here, I'm over here starting a fire, only to realize that over the top of your head are the curtains, the ceiling, the wall, the dog's on fire. If you can't see the flames that you're causing to happen, perhaps you should shut up.
Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. Is that they caused that fire and then gave it a second to make it seem like the flames were being put out, and then what they did was just ran in with some lighter fluid to make it even worse.
Exactly.
Here, let's make the flames bigger.
I call it indigenous creators that for all intents purposes, you would say, oh, they're white. But that's because we white assume, right? We see what looks white and we don't know anything other than what we see. But here's the thing. If they grew up on a reservation, if they grew up in an indigenous community, like around Cherokee, North Carolina here, there is a casino and a whole community there. Mm-hmm. Of course, there's going to be whitewashing with genetics, but if you grew up on that, how could you say that to somebody who is white passing that you're white?
Here's a better question.
All they know is this life on the reservation.
Here's a better question. And I'm going to say this honestly. How you going to try to invalidate somebody's life?
Yeah.
They had to live with racism. They had to live with discrimination, and you all of a sudden gonna bust in, well, you can't play with my party. Go somewhere. Let me tell you something.
I don't want to play with this party a long time ago.
I believe in the fight. I believe if you stand next to me in the fight, you are my accomplice. But I also believe in this. I don't do performances. Don't come and tell me I'm an ally. That's a slur to me. You might as well have just called me the N-word. You might as well have just called me the N-word. So I can go ahead and sock you in your mouth. So I can go ahead and get this, what did the five fingers say to the face? Ah! Don't do that. You want to show me that you are about the work? Then do the work. But the fact that Lance did that. And let's not forget, while there was a modern warrior, there was also a misfit patriot, a avowed racist that TikTok doesn't seem to have a problem letting just roll through. This man.
Y'all ever see the video where he was like doing lives and he connects with some little, I believe she was Chinese, little girl from across the world. And he is just sitting there, you know, and it's like, how can you feel good about yourself being such an ass?
Because I will tell you exactly why. I will tell you exactly why. Misfit Patriot. Or Zach Bonifacio. That's his name. Sorry. I ain't doxing him. His name's all over the news. Type in Misfit Patriot in Google. You'll see what I'm talking about. But here's the problem with men like Zach Bonifacio and the people who follow him, is that they're cowards. But we live in a day and time where cowards have more courage than brave people. That is the problem. That's the problem.
Keyboard warriors win everything.
And that's exactly my point. You can bring your behind on TikTok and say, well, if you're white passing, you're white. You don't have to live with the damage you do after that. The fact that there are black men on TikTok who want to berate and beat down black women, you don't know the damage you're doing. You're just making a 3-minute video. These black women have to go out of here hurt, upset, mad, because nobody believes in them. It's easy for a person like Misfit Patriot to say something like the N-word. He doesn't have to live with the consequences. Well, it's my freedom of speech. Here's what the First Amendment says. The government can't come after you for your speech. Doesn't mean you can't get your entire jaw meat rocked.
Exactly. That's why he's not saying it in public to somebody. He's saying it over a screen. He's a keyboard warrior. And he's not. He's completely the opposite in real life, guaranteed it.
Now, imagine.
So is his little crew.
Yeah. Imagine if TikTok was the sort of app that it advertises to be. Imagine if they actually said, whoa, this Misfit Patriot guy over here is causing some real harm. He's bullying people.
Didn't one person unalive themselves because of him?
Well, didn't some girl transcend on into the next life because of him?
That is the rumor, and I will not confirm or deny it.
I can't confirm or deny it, but the whole entire group was involved.
Yes.
From what I know.
Because there's the other half of that. Misfit Patriot doesn't roll alone. He doesn't.
No, he's got some dumb trolls.
But again, I go back to
his little grumpy gay log cabin Republican grumpy gay guy.
I don't know if he's. I don't know. I have no idea.
Rename gay log cabin or something.
Oh yeah. I have seen on this application. I have seen a guy sing about burning down a black man's house and hanging him.
ADD moment. I'm sorry, Thomas.
Go ahead.
So one time, and this was back in his heyday, and I said, I tried to give you the benefit of a doubt. Aunt Karen at that time said, guys, I'm really worried about this guy. I think he's coming unhinged. And then that little grumpy gay guy, whatever his name is, he's like, oh, she went quiet real quick. It's because I blocked your ass, you dumb piece of crap.
But there's only so much blocking you can do. There's only.
So when the man's made 27 accounts.
Yes. The woman that is stalking me has 10 accounts. I had a hashtag. Yes, I had a hashtag and I didn't even know about it. This woman has accused me of harassment, of bullying, of beating down a woman. I'm going to tell y'all something, and I'm saying this loud enough for everybody to hear it. I have had one fight with a woman when I was 14. And the girl jumped on top of me and started throwing punches at me.
Ooh.
So I didn't get up and pow, I'm going to punch you in your mouth. I'm trying to defend myself because I don't want to get hurt. I don't put my hands on women. That is not what I do. But again, I'm going to make 27 accounts and I'm just going to keep saying this stuff. How many times have people doxed somebody and the SWAT team showed up at their house? Riggs from last week had his house swatted. Twice. On some TikTok beef.
Our good friend, Tough Mr. Jones, has had CPS called on him multiple times.
Multiple.
He's been live when they were there. So people could see the interaction.
Patrick Genty has had CPS called on him. Why? Because some idiot in New Jersey named Street Squalor, or whatever the hell his name is, doesn't like a way he talks. Because that's all this comes down to. Patrick Genty is a bisexual man and he's happy about it. Oh, that's too much. But again, the biggest... Go ahead.
I can check out his Twitter. I use the videos over there. Not that I would know anything about that.
I could care less about that.
I don't care.
It's the simple fact that you look at it is that they don't like the way that man talks, and then because he's about it, because he is about it, like he goes by his name now. He doesn't go by King Gentry, but you have seen him come after people and been like, "You brought the king back."
My thing is always going to be this. This is an application. I remember, and this is how far back I go. I remember people getting killed because of Facebook beefs. I remember
a lot of people unaliving themselves because of Facebook beef.
Do y'all remember the black man who went on a killing spree because a woman broke up with him? And he Facebook Lived the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that's how far back I go. But when you have to call the SWAT team on somebody because you don't like the way they talk, you don't. You don't need. Look, you don't need social media.
But then too, I'm always skeptical. How much do you think people? And I'm not saying anybody that we've mentioned, but I've got a few other people in mind too. How much of it do you think that they set up themselves just to have more drama and more attention and more views?
Oh, there's definitely people on TikTok who are doing that. But absolutely.
The problem
there isn't an application in social media, period, where somebody is not advocating for the drama that is being brought to them. I'm not, but you know.
The problem is we live in a hyper time. You can't take the risk. You do not have time to think, oh, this sounds like something he set up. Or, yo, man, this man's really in trouble. Because the moment you stop and go, oh, well, you know, I think he's bringing it on himself. That person could die.
Exactly.
You could end up with somebody committing suicide. They're literally making legit videos where they're saying, I'm in a dark place. I need help. Somebody help me. And you literally go, well, you know, they're always in drama. Next thing you know, somebody's out there making a video saying that this person took their life.
And remember that teenage girl that her boyfriend or whatever was going through some stuff and he was like, I'm in a dark, like, just go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and do it.
There's a girl sitting in jail right now for that. That same story.
What have we become?
We have become entertainers. Before there was a villain, I was a man. I was a husband, a father, a grandfather, a soldier, a son, a brother. After I decide I'm no longer doing social media, guess what I'm going back to being? A husband, a father, a grandfather, a veteran, a brother, and a son.
Well, let's not get it twisted. You're doing all of that right now, too,
exactly.
While doing social media.
That's
the problem with some of these people on the application or any other social media, is that once they start getting the grasp of having people who follow them, they lose all contact with the outside world because they're invested in this. What you're doing is you're still being a father, a husband, a grandfather, a veteran, you know, a man who goes to therapy and deals with his mental health because he wants to take care of himself. You are still doing all of these things, plus being somebody on TikTok
and that's the
social
thing.
Media.
I don't look at, when I tell people I don't look at my follower count, I'm dead serious about that. I don't care. Because I don't care how many people are listening to me. I don't care if anybody goes, wow, that is one very attractive messenger. Are you listening to what I'm saying?
I was happy when I had a smaller account and I actually knew my followers one-on-one, like we would message and like some of the people who have been with me from the very beginning are still with me, like my ride or die.
Mm-hmm. I have some people that have followed
And
me since day one, and they're still there.
Got on this app. You got on this app just like your brother got on this app.
Mm-hmm.
It's zero. And then you made a post and did a Charlie D'Amelio dance.
No,
like, oh, he's cute. Let me follow him.
Look, I made a couple duets of Thomas and like Positive AF and all of that, but I was like, nobody's really going to look at somebody who isn't saying anything and is just pointing his finger and is really going to start following them. I don't care if you follow me or not. That's not the important thing. There's a message. They say it better than what I can say it. But if you're not getting their video, I want you to see this video. Still didn't take away from what I was doing on the outside world. And like, I have one person I don't even know. Like, I don't personally know at all. But she likes every single one of my videos. And she's been doing that since the beginning. Like, I've never talked to her. I've never sent her a message. Nothing.
If you're out there, listen to me. Hear me. No content, low content people with no profiles, just comment, like, share your stuff, and they boost your stuff. They comment, they send you emojis, they like every video. I've got a few of those, and those people built me.
Mm-hmm. I will tell you
this man right here helped build me.
Friends with a few of them.
I will tell you this, and I mean this sincerely. I have a nihilistic trait about me. I do. I have to keep my feet planted on this side of eternity daily. Because I've said it to my therapist, I've said it to people. I always have that one day where I'm just like, well, it's time to go. It's time to go. When I have a bad day, I'm like, you know what? Eternity's right over there. Just jump. When I have a fantastic day, when everything is going great, the wife is loving me, the grandkids love me, the kid loves me, the dog's acting right, woo, it's time to go. So I had that mentality about my actual physical walking around life. Don't think that I would not blow up my entire account. I would blow it up because to me, I am not about to change. Simply because, you almost have 1 million followers. Number one, I know I will never be verified on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, anywhere. I will never be verified. I speak too rough. I take no prisoners, and I don't care. So I know I will never be verified. I know that part. And number two, anybody that's simply following me because I look good or I'm funny or what have you, you will know that my message is not going to change. If you meet me at a coffee shop today, tomorrow, next week, I'm the same damn person. But what happens is, and thanks to TikTok and ByteDance and Oracle and Walmart not doing any crackdown on it, a lot of people seem to believe that their follower count means that's how much of an a-hole they can be. Ooh, I have 150,000 followers. Let me bully some children. My follower count don't make me.
I was an a-hole at 0, and I'm still an a-hole at 10.5. Like, I'm not changing for nobody. Like, my girlfriend got to meet me, and she's seen exactly who I am in the screen. I'm the same exact person in real life, like outside of the screen. I just met another content creator today that I didn't know lived here in Raleigh. We met at a coffee shop, and I'm the same person that I was, that I'm sure she's seen who I am. Like, there's no changing. There's no need to change. What we do on the screen doesn't have to be different than the way that we are on the street.
And that's the problem. The other aspect of it is it has become entirely too easy to be lazy when it comes to people fighting things. All of a sudden, you can be on one screen making one video, another person can be on another screen making another video. You saying the same thing the person on the other screen saying, but because this person doesn't acknowledge what they've done because of your video, All of a sudden, we got to have a purity contest? Do you think the right-wingers have a purity contest? Does anybody think right-wingers have a purity contest? Do you think there's right-wingers looking at social media going, well, you didn't say Trump won the election. You got to go.
So I don't even want to think about that, to be honest.
It annoys me. It annoys me.
Well, you know what annoys me about TikTok and these big creators, and we've mentioned some of them, is there is so much that they could do with their platform. And Thomas, you and I have talked about certain people, but their whole content is he said, she said, drama and BS. And it's always a beef with this one, that one, or the other one. Or this one accused this one, and da-da-da-da-da. And I've got receipts, and da-da-da-da-da. Look, you've got a lot of people you could reach. Get people out there helping people get polls. Actually do something with your freaking platform.
Yes.
Now, back to the days of our TikTok that happened a little while back. As for the lady, I think that she would be a brilliant actress, comedian. She's highly entertaining. But as we have seen through all of this, she's just another Amber Heard. She's very deranged.
Mm-hmm. Of course
now,
they are.
One that promotes, speaking for marginalized voices, then kind of condemns his own for being too pale. Like, what are you doing with your platform?
That's the problem. My thing is,
everybody big, like Donish got in trouble. Our Exorcist got in trouble. Muscles has come under fire multiple times with multiple people. Tizzy, big creators get in trouble.
Mm-hmm. They do. I make mistakes.
And my thing is, if you are sick of seeing the Womblands people or the Misfit, whatever, number 28, 29, and 30, stop engaging. As soon as you see it, just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. Don't share it. Don't go to the original. Just shut them down.
But that's the thing.
But see, that I'm sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
No, so that's the thing, especially when it comes to Misfit Patriot. When you look at the 27, 28, 29, 30 accounts that he's made, it's the algorithm. Is that we may not want to look at his videos and block him and get rid of him and get rid of those videos as soon as possible, so his stats aren't showing him getting many views or long views or whatever. What's happening is, though, that he is getting connected to all of those who want the misinformation and want his stuff, that are rewatching those videos multiple times, that are continuing to push his crap out there. Same thing when it came to Donish, when it came to our Exorcist, when it came to Modern Warrior, when it came to Chelsea, when it came to all of that. It's literally a
under fire.
But that's but here's the thing. I will give you a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Okay. Jeff Kennedy Effect has a show on right before ours. Jeff is a good dude. Jeff has always been a good dude to me. Him and George have always been helpful. I have been able to talk to them, getting guidance from them. I absolutely love them. I'm the one that convinced Jeff to get on TikTok. I did that. Now think about this for just a second. Jeff Kennedy does not do beef. Jeff Kennedy does not do TikTok beef. The man comes on and is educational. He talks about things that matter in Pennsylvania. He talks about things that matter in the East Coast. He talks about things that matter in America. He does it constantly, over and over and over again. I have not seen one video from Jeff in a month, but I saw pink sauce. Pink sauce. The algorithm, everybody blames the algorithm. And rightfully so. But the other aspect of it is, you have a platform, whether you have 100 people following you, 1,000 people following you, 100,000 people following you, or where I'm at, 700K. What are you saying? What is it that you're saying that gets people to want to listen to you in the first place? Yes,
it's your hostility. Be honest with you,
and that exactly
people love that.
Yes, and the thing is, I do not speak. This is not an act for me. I am concerned about my daughter. My 18-year-old special needs child could get on a bus one day, go to school, and not come home. That is a reality in America. So you know what? I don't give a damn about no pink sauce. I give a damn about the fact that the shooter in Uvalde was not killed ahead of time because cops sat in the hallway. There's a story.
Sure.
That is a story. There should not have been a day between the day this happened and today where one person wasn't making a video, or 2 people making a video, or 10 people making a video where we were saying, can we do something about the proliferation of guns in America before another school shooting happens, please? No. We have to do the purity contest. One of the things that liberals and progressives do so poorly is the purity contest. And unfortunately, on places like TikTok and Instagram, it's easy to call out somebody for not being on your level of purity. Because you would not say it to their face. Y'all got beef with this dude over here with the video. This dude over here with the video. I got beef with gun manufacturers. I got beef with the NRA. I got beef with anybody who would think that it is perfectly okay for my daughter for me to be afraid that my child goes to school. I got a beef with them. I ain't got time for this. Oh, well, you didn't say it like I'm going to make a diss video. I do my anger in these videos because it is justified. And if you're not angry, there's something wrong with you. There is a life outside of that screen. All these people that can beef this, beef that, I got beef over here, I got a beef over here. When you put that phone down, you are still alive. You have to go to a store where, as a woman, you might be trying to pick up some Plan B and have some man tell you, because of my religious beliefs, I can't sell this to you. You might be a black man or a black woman that decides to go down to the store, pick up a pack of cigarettes, maybe a beer, probably something to drink, get pulled over by a cop and not get home.
Can I go back one quick to the couple going in to get like contraceptives and everything else like that? Because my religious belief, the fact that Walgreens now has made it okay for anybody to refuse to sell condoms to anybody because of the religious beliefs, that is absolute bullshit. Period.
Yeah, but guess what? Do you think anybody on TikTok is raising a fuss? A few people. And because of the way TikTok is set up, if you talk about anything that affects the community and how to improve it, community guidelines violations. So then you get into a whole thing where you had my video canceled. Well, you had my video canceled. Well, you had my da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Meanwhile, you put your phone down trying to go into a Walgreens to get some condoms and they won't sell them to you.
Okay, so I do want to bring it back to the mass shooting real quick because I remember our very first episode was about gun violence and everything else like that. Just updating the total that we had from back then, it was 256, is now 314 in this year.
See? This is what people, if you have a large platform, and here's me using the idea of what a large platform is from this point forward. You got 500 people to listen to you, say something that's worth something. There, you now have a large platform. If you say something to those 500 people that gets them through the day, that makes them think, that gets them educated, 500 more will come the next day. And if you say something else, that 1,000 will multiply. That's the problem. especially with TikTok. Especially with TikTok. See, with TikTok, you don't have to, I don't really have to say anything of substance. I can just simply beef. And I can get millions of followers. Have you noticed now there are very world famous people following TikTok? Justin Timberlake has a TikTok.
Now, there are guys, Thomas, that have pimped out their basement with boards and da-da-da-da, and they throw ping pong balls and they get it in the cup, and every time they get it, they're like, but this is their whole content, is like the next ball throwing challenge, like how many times can they bounce it off of something and get it in the cup. The most random thing that does not benefit humanity. And I'll tell you why I think some of this is needed for us.
Okay.
And watch this, the woman with the emu that she throws up the hand and she'll stop it dead in its tracks.
Yes, I've seen her. Okay.
We need a distraction from this brutal reality that we live in. There's this dandy guy that dresses up like he's from the 18th century. Mm-hmm. He's just lovely. There's so many people. Just watching Michaela Naguera go ape balls over, oh my God, I got the new Ordinary. Look. Because you need a break from reality.
And that's understandable. I don't have a problem with a break for reality. I was told yesterday, and I didn't really think about it, but it's true. I'm quite funny. I have a great sense of humor. I can make a person laugh. I can make myself laugh. Some of the stuff that I see, I just be sitting over here just with the Denzel tear pouring out of my eye. I love to laugh. I do. You know what I don't love to do, though? I don't like to laugh and then have people harass me for that. I don't like that. I don't. My niece is on TikTok. I have two of my nieces are on TikTok. Two of them. And I look at them and I go, you guys are the future. You know what I mean? You guys are the future. If I could make people laugh for a week, I would do that. I would make videos where I just make people laugh. But I know somebody, somewhere, would say something. I know they would. I get called into beefs that I ain't got nothing to do with. One person, hey, he's a friend of mine. Let's stick up for him. Well, look what your friend did. I can make mistakes, ladies and gentlemen. I can be wrong.
Oh, wait. I thought you were superhuman because you have so many followers.
No.
But,
no.
Oh, no, you're not, though. You're a human being makes mistakes.
Yes, I'm a human damn being. Every time I stand up for somebody isn't always going to be the popular thing. It isn't. And when I'm wrong, I correct it. Either I'll erase the video or I'll just, hey, man, I made a correction. Here's some stuff, blah, blah, blah. But that's not good enough. I got to shed blood. And I'm going, so let me make sure I understand this correctly. You don't want the guy that wants to make the law to be able to shoot abortion doctors and pregnant women in North Carolina.
Or anybody helping.
Or anybody helping this woman have an abortion. You don't want him to bleed, but you want me to.
For sticking up for somebody else and possibly making a mistake.
I'm going to make mistakes. That's the point.
Exactly.
I am a human being. I'm a human being before I'm anything on that damn screen. Always have been, always will be. But again, this is how social media operates. This is how social media operates. They expect the person on the screen to be infallible. And some people buy into that BS. When the simple thing is, Don't schedule a live. I'm going to schedule a live on Wednesday. And I want people to come in so you can hear my apology. How about just make the damn apology? How about that? How about that? Hey, yo, I was stupid. I was wrong. I'll do better. We are coming up to the top of the hour. This is The Villain's View. I am Thomas Bishop. I am known as the villain. I no longer have COVID. I am joined by my co-host, Mr. Joker and Miss Victoria. We are talking about social media. We are talking about TikTok. We are talking about the fact that TikTok is just problematic.
It really is.
It is, because at the end of the day, can we all just...
You've got these bot accounts that are linking you to like some kind of like pay for porn, whatever. Or, you know, there are blatantly obvious minor attracted people. I'm trying to be nice.
Not their groomers.
Those accounts, right?
Mm-hmm.
They allow so much of this stuff that you're just like, how could you even? And we can't talk about Rosewood.
No. Can't talk about Black Wall Street. Can't talk about Rosewood. Can't talk about East St. Louis.
Alligator bait.
Thank you.
You know, you were mentioning consciously, and you know, as soon as he got verified, I never saw another thing of his.
That's the other aspect of it. Consciously and Aunt Karen are the only two black content creators who I watched work their way to verification. They had to get 1 million followers. Meanwhile, I saw a goofy white girl do the milk carton challenge and almost break her damn neck. She was verified a week later. It's almost as if... Go ahead, Joker. Go ahead, because I know you...
Milk cart lady gets verified, but yet somebody like our beloved Mama Tot, who's got like 6.4 million people, can't get verified.
And look at... I'm going to tell y'all something. Mama Tot lost a son. Whatever else you want to say about that woman, keep it to your damn self. Mama Tot lost a son. And you would have thought, because Mama Tot was honest about her child, and you would have thought that that boy was shipping keys of cocaine with El Chapo. Why was that allowed? Here is a grieving mother. Yes, she has 6.4 million followers. She is also a grieving mother who has lost her child. Mm-hmm. And do you think TikTok protected that woman? Do you think they looked at these people making these videos? Oh, well, you know, he was a drug dealer. Do you think they got these people?
The town. Some of her followers went to the town and they're like, yeah, I'm just here in case she needs me.
You got to be like,
yeah, there were a few of those. And I'm just like, and I made a video and I'm like, you know, you can quit tagging her for a few days and let the woman, shouldn't have to be said, but she'll gets back if she gets back.
One of the toughest things that I've faced since I've been on this application was the loss of my mother. I lost the woman who created me, who raised me, who disciplined me, who loved me, who supported me. And I had some idiot basically say, F your dead mother.
Wow.
Now, at that point, it goes beyond the application. It goes beyond application. Do you think he once said, hey, in all seriousness, I want to apologize to you as a man. That was wrong. I shouldn't have said it. Whatever beef, whatever disagreements politically we have, I was wrong for that. Had he said that, I'd have been cool. But he made it worse. And again, through the magic of TikTok, he's allowed to do it. But when I clap back, CGV. So it's okay that another man said F your dead mother. But heaven forbid I use video to respond rather than doing what I wanted to do, which was roll up, roll out, and roll him out. CGV. Oh, we can't have you harassing and bullying. It was okay for him to say that about my mother? You gotta be kidding me.
Bullying. I mean, and going back to the beginning of the show, their guidelines make no sense.
They really don't. And they think, oh, well, we'll put you in the creator fund. Here's
I've got one. The new challenge that where they have you seen my silhouette or whatever it is?
Yes.
And Bay, the real Voodoo Bay. Well, honey, today there was a comment from the real Voodoo Bay 70 commenting some nonsense to her in her video, and she's like, hello, TikTok, how is this allowed? That is not me.
See? They had I speak
copycats.
I speak. Intelligent, educated brother. Navy vet and everything. Had a woman named Granny Coy Bundy that basically accused him of being a groomer. She still has an account. She still has a damn account. Are you kidding me? So, I speak. Intelligent brother. He goes after those who need to be gone after. Can be accused of being a groomer by a woman, and she can keep her behind on his application? Are you kidding me? Look at, Gidon. Holocaust survivor. Gidon. That man does nothing more than dance and wishes everybody a happy day or what have you. And the comments he gets are so anti-Semitic, sometimes I have to have the patience of Job and not respond for him. There was a beautiful, older Jewish woman. She just got out of the hospital. Can't remember her name. I even said on one of her videos with her grandson, I said, if I had a grandmother, if I was able to live when my grandmother was alive, I'd want my grandmother to be just like her. Same deal. Horribly anti-Semitic comments. But if Gidon, or this beautiful Jewish woman, were doing the milk carton challenge and almost killing themselves running up a stack of milk cartons, they wouldn't even have this problem. TikTok would protect them. TikTok would go, you know what? Yes, they're Jewish, but they're doing the milk cart challenge, and this is how we sell cybersecurity jobs. We'll protect them. How do you even open your face to call out these two older Jewish people? And through the magic of anonymity, is it anonymity? Is anonymity. The magic of anonymity, we can't do anything to them. If you report their page or report the comment, no violations.
Hey, who was the grandma that died? The grandson would film her, and he's like, Grandma, you know how many followers you have? And she just liked getting mail, and he would come in with the mail, and she would say, oh my goodness. And he would take her to town and stuff, and she would be like trying to give him some money, and she would say, I'm gonna give you some damn money. Now you're taking me to town, and you're taking this damn money.
I remember her.
Yeah, I mean, like, there are so many of these people, and they're so relatable.
And the thing is,
and their platforms are not political.
No,
I watch a lot of cooking. One of my favorites is Bo the Goat.
Mm-hmm.
This guy cooks, and he's a dish himself. Oh my God.
There you go.
But cooking, and I just found some sort of Italian nonna that's cooking, and she's like, "Today I'm going to teach you to make limoncello." Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I am fascinated.
But that's the thing. It's almost
so much humanity than the nonsense and the he said, she said, and who you got to beef with. And
we could, but much like the advent of the internet in the beginning, humanity will always find a way to put its jank in something. No matter how good it starts, give it to the masses, they will find a way to put their jank in it. They will. I'm sorry. They will. The internet is invented. The world is connected. What's the first thing we do? First thing we do.
Porn.
I'm going to find me some boobies. The first thing, man. And that's followed by, now I'm going to harass you. Poor woman out here doing yoga. Just living her life. Hi, I'm Yoga Lady. Y'all remember Yogi, the woman that was a vegan, and they were sending her meat? Padma Yogi. She's a vegetarian in India. And these y'all do not know how hard I'm trying not to use profanity this evening. But these chuckle happies sent that woman meat. She eats fruits and vegetables, does yoga, and is so happy. They bullied her and sent that woman. I want you to understand, they paid their own money
to harass and bully somebody.
To send a woman in India who does not eat meat, they paid their own money to send her meat. Where do they do this at?
I thought she was in New Zealand.
She's somewhere other than America. There you go. Somewhere other than America. If I had to go to a mailbox, I want you to think this is the person. I saw her on TikTok. I can't stand her. She eats vegetables.
I'm going to send you dead squirrels.
But my whole problem is, you don't send me no squirrels. But my whole problem is, they got up one morning. Look at that yogi over there doing all that yoga and eating vegetables and fruits, and she seems happy. I don't like her. She better eat some meat. I'm going to send her some meat. They got up that morning, purchased meat, purchased it. Then they vacuum sealed it to keep it frozen. Because you ain't about to send her some stinking meat across the thing just sitting in the box chilling. They paid the postage to get this to this woman so that she could open it and find out it's meat. Who the actual F does that? Can somebody make sense of that for me, please? Please make sense of that for me.
What I asked earlier, what have we become? We've lost our humanity.
Victoria, we've never had it. Humans, I'm sorry. One of my favorite cartoons, one of my favorite animated movies is Crisis on Two Earths. Justice League Crisis on Two Earths. Because Owlman is my spirit animal. Owlman told Batman exactly what humanity is. And I have lived with that comment. I have lived with that comment for the longest. That man said the source of the cataclysm is the same as it always is. Man. Batman said, you can't be sure with that. And Owlman said, you know better. Man is a cancer. That is what humanity is. Do you really honestly think TikTok is unique? No. Because I don't want to even know what they call me on 4chan and 8chan. I don't want to know. I'm pretty sure my lips are overly exaggerated. They probably over-exaggerated my genitals. And they probably have me in a silhouette with bullet holes in it. I am not making that up. I'm not. TikTok is just 2 rungs above 4chan. And they want to turn it into Clapper. And Clapper is a gateway drug. Get you some Clapper in your system? Oh, that ain't enough. I need more. Here's 4chan. Where you get all the snuff filmy, racist, sexist, homophobic, xenophobic, whatever you want to call it, all that you want. I mean, think about that. What do you think about it, Joker? Why are you looking like that, man?
Because I'm just letting you go off. Dude.
No,
I know you're in the mood. I know you're in the mood.
I'm in a mood, but But
well, let's talk about our weekly honorable mentions.
Do we have some weekly? Do we have some? What we got?
No, the toothless, overly dyed hair.
Oh, that woman.
I've dated black men. I've got black people in my family.
We need to stop that. We need to stop that.
And then who's the animal pelt girl that's she's black because she has a black heart? She's another honorable mention.
Pete Moss Molly.
Oh.
Look, let me start with toothless woman with the black wig. I don't know. I think I'm gonna say this for the very first time on the air, but it needs to be said. You cannot get black by injection. I'm sorry, you can't. I know some people would really hope that they could, but you cannot. I don't care if you sleep with the shadows. You're not going to get black. And then for Pete Moss Molly, who, you can have a black heart. You can have I'm pretty sure the bottom of your feet are black because you probably don't wear shoes. And I'm afraid to look exactly what you
can have a black heart because I have a black heart. But guess what? You should take a shower.
Look, man. I was just gonna say it. I was gonna say it. She do need to take a shower. Why are we acting like she don't?
She look like she bathes in a big dumpster.
Yep. Look, what I did today for the first time in forever.
You don't want to know.
What did you do?
It's not dirty.
Thank goodness.
I shaved my legs.
That's dirty. Don't need to know that.
Okay.
I can use my arms.
Victoria, that's a victory. That is a victory. I will give you that one. That is a victory.
We're random. Welcome to Random Moments.
Hey, man.
You're random.
Look, one of my favorite people to follow on TikTok is Animal Facts. Animal Facts, where she looks like she's tripping over the tree. I love that woman. I do. I love her. I do.
Have you watched any videos by a guy who goes by Beardo Weirdo and his food videos? It is fudging. Oh, I'm telling you, dude. Because you'll show something and they're always sending him videos where it's like mac and cheese and brisket and stuff like that. And this dude's going, I like the mac and cheese. Is that brisket? And then like at the end of the video, he's like, I'm never gonna be a skinny man.
Look, I used to follow a guy named Snack Meat or Smack Meat, something like that. He was hilarious. Dude was like a accomplished actor, but his name was like Smack Meat or Swat Meat or something like that. And he would just be acting out parts. I followed Dom Draper. Dom Draper is as funny as I genuinely wish I was. His facial expressions are the funny. Like, he'll have a video up, and then you'll just see him staring at this camera like, I want to be that when I grow up. Okay? I want that. You know what
like, my ecstasy, though, that gets me happy is the dude who does the animal facts. That young black dude who does the animal stuff.
Yes.
Love him.
Yeah, I love him.
Love him.
I forgot his doggone name. But yes, he's another one. There are some
phenomenal.
And he's educational. He's verified. And he always, like, his story about the squirrel. I don't know why y'all sent that man my video. I don't know why y'all did that. Who did that? Which one of y'all did that? Sent my story about Caesar and Caesar doing what Caesar does, and then he made a video talking about squirrels, and I got tagged in it. So there's that. But I don't look at TikTok as, oh wow, it's, you know, we're better than this. TikTok is America. It is TikTok is America. We're funny. We're educational. We have our tender moments. We can cook. But we're also racist, sexist, homophobic, xenophobic, gun happy, bearded white guide. TikTok's America. Social media itself is America. Whatever you're disgusted by in America, you will be disgusted by in social media because they're all the same. They're all the same. All these the people that do the grooming thing. Give me a young girl. I want a girl young. Yeah. You will find it on social media just like you find it in life. Why are you laughing, Victoria? Come on now. Why are you laughing?
You are hilarious.
I already told people, if I can parlay what I've done on TikTok to a tour, I'm gone. I'm going on tour.
Coming to a city near you.
Yes. I've already told people. Tickets will be
$10 with you.
I need a road manager. What the hell do you think I'm going to... Yes. Duh. I will $10 tickets, 2 hours of your life. They'll fly by. I'll make jokes. I'll give you something educational or emotional or what have you. I'll have merch. I'll sign autographs and then, take pictures. Yeah. All that, $10. Bring you behind in. Come on. Because if I'm going to do it, I'm not relying, because TikTok may have been where I started, but it's not where I'm going to end. That's why guys like Misfit Patriot, they amuse me. This is as good as it's going to get for him. This it, yo. This is it. He will never be anything other than what he is on TikTok. It's that simple.
Famous for being a jackass.
Yes, that's it.
A jerk. A misogynistic, teeny tiny, eeny weeny.
Oh, here she goes.
Teeny tiny.
Wanger.
Doodle.
He's a little wanger. Yes.
Hey, look, I think it's smaller than the hot dogs that come in the beanie weenie cans.
I'm not messing with y'all.
Beanie weenie cans.
Y'all are not about to sit here and have me do a jank
All right.
conversation. I'm not doing it.
Lighten it up.
Hey, look, we're getting closer to having the jankies. So.
Oh yes, yes.
Watch is this. I want to say she's Pacific Northwest Stashers or something, but she always does these next challenges.
Mm-hmm.
I love her. She's one of my guilty pleasures.
There are several people that I follow that I follow them simply because I just love what they do. A lot of the plus size women, I'm not gonna lie, I follow them because I have a crush. Love me some plus size women. I'm not gonna lie, not gonna front. Love them.
Well, I did make 2 videos today in a towel.
Now, see, here you go. That's right there. No.
I was giving that arm update. I should have put a trigger warning, but
yeah.
People are oddly interested in this.
What, your arm update?
Burns, and then oddly the algorithm has brought up a couple of burned people, and one was this young black woman who somebody in her building when she was a child had turned the thermostat up on the hot water heater, and her dad put her in a bathtub and just left the water running. And she has these scars all over her legs. And somebody made the comment, how can you get burnt by water?
My thing is always going to be, why does that have to be a question you need answered? You see scars.
It doesn't matter. Burns can be chemical, mechanical.
Electrical.
Yeah. I mean, so damage is damage.
I don't understand that. How in the hell are you going to ask somebody that question?
Or like, how often
Why do people want to watch? Why do people want to watch pimples being popped?
Yeah, people have told me to put mustard on this. I had someone message me today that said, "I swear you're going to think I'm weird."
Yeah.
But a lactating woman that will cure your burns.
Stop.
Essentially,
Stop it.
And I am like, guys, no, I am going to a doctor.
I don't want to play no more. I don't want to be here no more. I quit. I don't want
to look. There is not a thing in this world that somebody out there is not attracted to in some form, shape, or fashion.
But you know what? I get that. And I don't kink shame. But you're not about to tell me I got a 3rd-degree burn on something. You tell me to get a hold of a lactating woman. What is wrong with you? I will super kick you with the burntness. What are you talking about? Where they do this? Again, this is humanity. If you can think of it, a human has done something disgusting to it. I don't care what it is. Again, this is how my mind operates. I will think of something and I will think of all the brutal ways that people have done something horrible with it.
And ladies and gentlemen, he's not kidding about that. I know him. This is exactly what he does.
Not at all. I once had a thought about Twinkies and I had to stop myself. I said, this is too far down the rabbit hole. I don't want to play no more. My brain is weird. I am wired a little bit differently than most people. You know how some people say they dance to the beat of a different drummer? I dance to the flute. I don't know what's going on. Sometimes I see people dancing to drummers and I'm like, why am I hearing the flute? Why is the flute here? But literally, certain things you just should not ask or tell somebody. You see a person who is on social media, they're happy and they're living their life with a disability or what have you. And then you'll see somebody say something, just foul. Like, I would not want to be in the DMs of a woman. I don't know if I can't do it, man. There's a part of me that would like jump up and go, okay, everybody in the room got to die. Everybody. We can't allow you people to go out and breed. We just can't. You out here saying just like, why, Lord? Why are you saying that? And the thing is, I used to say that before social media. I was like, I could not, when it was just text messages, I couldn't be no woman. I'm sorry. Y'all got to deal with too much because men are horrible. We are horrid. The things that go through our minds, and the thing is, whatever dark, twisted thoughts that I have, I'm keeping them to myself. I have some decorum come on.
I'm just writing a book about him, so like,
nope.
Mm-hmm. Just because we think it on the inside doesn't mean we say it
on the outside. And that's but that again, TikTok is the people that own TikTok are trying to turn it into the new Clapper. And unfortunately, when you don't get enough of what you want on Clapper, you could go to Truth Social, but why? Or you go
Gavin Newsom is wreaking havoc on the Republican Party, and it's fantastic.
Of course he is. Gavin Newsom's going to run for president eventually, and he's going to win.
Biden doesn't need to do it this year. This next upcoming year. It should be Gavin Newsom.
The problem is Biden's going to run. Because like I have said all day, the problem with liberalism and progressivism is the fact that everybody is fighting amongst who is supposed to be the purest of the pure. So when we do get candidates, we don't look them in the face and go, come on, Terry McAuliffe, really? You want to be the governor of Virginia? Didn't you work with Clinton? If you don't go sit down somewhere before I smack snot out of you.
Welcome back to the drama of leftist TikTok.
Hey, thank you. Now, I get it. There's going to be a bunch of people say, blue no matter who. Let me tell you why that fails. Because if you go blue no matter who, you don't get a chance to look that person who's blue in the face and ask him, hey, look, I got a kid. I'm afraid to send my kid to school. What are you going to do about that? So on one half of leftist TikTok, you got blue no matter who. Got to vote blue. Blue wave. On the other half, you got Bernie's forever. I like Bernie, but come on. You mean to tell me in Bernie's entire existence, he ain't never made one other person who could do what Bernie does and, I don't know, be a little bit younger than Nosferatu? What are we doing right now? What is this? Go ahead.
We have one, and she's in the House of Representatives.
AOC.
And she's going to be of age to run for president, and her name is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Her and Stacey Abrams, honey. Get it.
There it is. I'm going to tell you exactly who I'm going to tell you the one that should run. I'm going to tell you the one that should run.
Stacey Abrams.
Stacey Abrams. Period.
End
of discussion. Done. Right there.
So I was having the discussion with the other content creator I told you I met that I found out lived here in Raleigh. And I didn't bring up Stacey Abrams, and I totally should have, because that's who was on my mind. I just couldn't get it out at that time. Mm-hmm. But she was talking about Gavin Newsom and who would run with Gavin Newsom. And I said if Gavin Newsom was to win it, then he would need to do the same thing that Biden has done and have a female vice president. And then we were like, who would that? She was like, who would that be? And I was like, clearly it's got to be AOC. But if anything, if Stacey Abrams was to run and win the nomination, it's guaranteed.
It would be an Abrams Newsom ticket. There's nobody that the Republicans are going to put up against Stacey Abrams and Gavin Newsom. Who they got? Let's go through the list of who they got. Let's go through the list.
Ron DeSantis, Cruz, Josh Hawley,
please.
Matt Gaetz, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Bobblehead Boebert.
No. They would get mollywopped. They would get stomped into paste. Listen.
A good percentage of their followers have died from COVID, so...
Look, no, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. Trump is going to run in 2024.
We know.
He's going to pick Ron DeSantis as his running mate. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris do not need to run against that. You need Stacey Abrams at the top of the ticket, and you need Gavin Newsom as her running mate. Because I'm going to tell you...
It wouldn't matter who he has running with him. If we don't do anything in 2022, it doesn't matter. Sorry, I almost let it out. Because if we don't do anything in 2022, which is the most important election this country has ever had,
mm-hmm. But I tell you what,
screwed.
Where the Democrats are going to get stomped because they have played fast and loose with progressive ideas. And
no.
They are. I look, don't get me wrong, I am not a defeatist.
No, they have got to find this man guilty on something. He cannot run.
I'm going to tell you right now, if Merrick Garland does not put Donald Trump in jail, Donald Trump will run for president in 2024.
They've got to sanction him or something from being able to run.
There's no way. They're not going to do it. There has to be a political will.
SCOTUS has control over.
No, he's not fit to run. No,
we said that in 2016. The man ain't fit. The man was Donald Trump was never fit to run up the street.
That I can't go back to that, y'all. I'm already burnt to a crisp.
I will say this much: if Donald Trump wins in 2024.
Y'all better send me to the UK.
I'm gone. I'm telling you.
Scandinavian countries.
No, I'm not leaving. I'm just leaving social media. I will have a YouTube show where I just talk about stupid cat stuff. I'm done.
All right, then let me be a part of that, because we'll talk about stupid cat stuff.
I can't do it. I can't. I cannot do it. I cannot do it. There is no... And the thing is, the Democrats know this. They know this. They have to have that man arrested. He has to go. But
they also need to do something about a couple of those individuals sitting in Congress right now. Notice Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema.
West Virginia deserves better than Joe Manchin. There, I said it. West Virginia deserves better than Joe Manchin. There's a woman in West Virginia named Amy Jo. I cannot remember her last name. Amy Jo should run for Senate in West Virginia. She would mop the floor
Well, he no longer has control over the DNC in West Virginia anymore. It's all progressive. He's lost everybody except for the treasurer, and the treasurer is thinking about stepping down just because he has no control anymore. His laggies are no longer there, allowing him to do whatever he wants.
That woman. Okay, y'all remember the speech that the woman from West Virginia made in front of Congress, where she was talking about people, jobs in West Virginia? The heavyset lady. That's Amy Jo. That woman should run for a Senate seat in West Virginia. She should primary Joe Manchin. Make that coal barren. He's snidely whiplash with no mustache. There, I said it.
Amy Jo Hutchinson?
I think that's her name. Amy Jo? Is it Amy?
Is an American economic justice advocate who campaigns against poverty and hunger in West Virginia.
That's her.
Yep,
that's her.
I got it. I've got the Wikipedia up on her right now.
If it was not going to be Richard Ojeda, who I've always said should run for something. Y'all listen. You want to know where I get my anger, my populist fire from? Men like Richard Ojeda.
Okay. Richard Ojeda. On the outside of the show, I'm going to talk to you about some of that information.
Okay, but Richard Ojeda was always the one that I thought could beat Joe Manchin. And then he moved. He moved to North Carolina. So I hope he is getting ready to run for a Senate seat in North Carolina. But Amy Jo would be the woman to beat Joe Manchin. Amy Jo is on the ground in West Virginia.
How the hell is Mitch McConnell still alive?
Look, there's something... I love how everybody says that Trump lost the election, but Mitch McConnell won. How?
Mitch still alive.
I'm not. No, don't say that. We don't. You know what? The hell with it. Yeah.
It's old.
How I keep showing up and not getting. I'm Yertle the turtle, and I'm
now look at me, Thomas. Isn't this much better? Yeah.
What needs to happen for the state of Kentucky, and this is just a simple thing right now, they still have to wait for McConnell's term to be ready to go for re-election or whatever.
It's 2024.
He just won. But it's literally the individual right now who is walking every town going against Rand Paul, when Rand Paul is doing nothing but sitting in his fancy little mansion complaining and crying because he's not getting his way. If they can get that piece removed, then hopefully there's more that can be done. Rand is just deplorable.
Rand Paul betrayed everything his father stood for. I didn't like a lot of the stuff that Ron Paul stood for. I really didn't. But a lot of it I agreed with. I did. We need to stop. We need to get out of these foreign wars. Why are we always going to places to fight for oil and stuff like that? I believe in a lot of the stuff.
Investing in the companies who help give weapons to that.
Yes, can we please invest in some solar and some wind, something? But Rand Paul comes along, and Rand Paul was a Tea Partier. I have never seen more of a waste of a human being. He isn't like an obstetrician. I think he works with eyes, and he out here talking about women's reproductive rights. Rand, if you don't sit down, it's your big head. Sit down. But Mitch, I want to see more progressives running. Now, the problem with progressives is the Democratic Party itself. The Democratic Party apparatus is not going to support a progressive populist.
They don't support the capitalist.
But here's the thing. I don't see a point. If you're going to sound exactly like the Republicans, why don't you call yourself DRNC, the Democratic Republican Party? Why not do that? We need progressive ideas could save this country. They could.
Yeah, tell that to the people who are on TikTok. Again, bringing TikTok back into this conversation. Speaking about anti-voting because Joe Biden isn't doing anything. I don't know if you know how politics works, man. But Joe Biden can't get anything done unless he has House and Senate. And when you have two Congress people voting against everything that you are trying to do, you're blaming Joe Biden for this. You can't.
But that's how America operates. That's how America operates. We blame the person at the top.
You can't. It's so dumb.
Now, hold on.
So dumb. He's not doing what he needs to either, but it's so dumb.
Get rid of this two-party system.
We have a two-party duopoly that we absolutely need to get rid of.
And
Ben needed to get rid of years and years and years and years ago.
Patty, you cannot get into Congress and spend the rest of your life there. That is a no.
I already said I would serve 2 terms.
Okay. Electoral college has to go.
So does the filibuster. The electoral college and the filibuster go all the way back to slavery. Why are we still here with this?
But then you're going to take the money out of the pockets of Kristen Sinema and Joe Manchin. You're going to take their money from them. How dare you do such a thing?
They make $174,000 a year for the rest of their life. I think they'll be okay.
Yeah, I think they'll be fine. But yet the millions of dollars that Joe Manchin's made off of his son's coal company, and the millions upon millions of dollars he made off of his daughter, raising the EpiPen by 400%.
And that's exactly why I said he is Snidely Whiplash without a damn mustache. He's a coal baron. Why doesn't he walk around with a top hat? Hi, I'm Joe Manchin.
Your state is one of the worst in poverty while you're out there on your yacht.
And you see exactly what the Republicans are going to do. I always equate it to this. One of my favorite comic books is Empire. I've already said that. It's a story of a megalomaniac named Golgoth who takes over the planet. Now, he has a suit and special abilities, but he goes crazy after his wife is killed. There is a scene in Empire where they're building a bridge. Instead of using superior flight power and everything, you got a bunch of insurgents on the other side. Golgoth says, build a bridge. So one of Golgoth's lieutenants is telling the bridge builder, okay, build a bridge. They're building it in the middle of the day where everybody can see. And guys like, this is stupid. Why don't we just fly over and kill everybody? So the lieutenant says, by the end of the day, I want you to tell me exactly why we're building this bridge. So the guy goes around asking questions, can't find out. The lady comes back at the end of the day, said, have you figured it out yet? And he was like, I don't know why we're building this bridge. Golgoth comes out of a damn warp. And he said, we're building it because we want them to know that there's nothing they can do to stop us. We're showing them that it is futile to fight. We are building a bridge to cross it, and when we get over there, we're killing everything in sight, and there's nothing they can do about it. That is the Republican Party. They are showing us on a day-to-day basis that the worst ideas, the worst candidates, the worst people, the worst whatever are going to run, and there's nothing we can do about it. But there is. We could have handled this a while ago. Had we, instead of being, well, I'm Republican light, had we stood on our gonads and actually stood for something. Oh, you are for the Keystone XL pipeline. I am for the people who the Keystone XL pipeline might poison. There you go. Let's have a debate. Well, I think the Keystone XL pipeline would, Jesus would show back up and we got that. No, it won't. It's tar sands oil from Canada going down to the Gulf of Mexico to be pumped over to China. It's not going to make any gas prices lower. Why are you talking about it? You sound stupid.
Here's the talking point for Joe Manchin. Why don't you run for the constituents of your state that are dying of the health care that they can't get from the coal poisoning that they're getting from the mines of the coal that they're mining for you, so you can have that money for that yacht that you have? Why aren't you, wanting to help the constituents who are poor and dying and have no health care? Hey, Kristen Sinema, why don't you run for the things that you actually said you were going to run for and stop taking the dark money and showing it to everybody on social media how, you are a corrupt POS.
Seriously, does she even work here? I feel like I would love to go to Washington, D.C., go into the Capitol and go, does Kristen Sinema even work here? Or does she just have an office?
Ooh, take me. I'm gonna go live with this.
We really should. I hope by 2024 we have a van that we can actually take to the caucuses and the primaries and actually do this show live in front.
Oh, because I want to go to West Virginia and I want to go to Arizona for their terms because both of them are in 2024.
Think about it. Black lung is killing coal miners. It is killing them.
And see, we don't even need coal. We can find energy.
We absolutely could.
We could, but it literally and I'm not trying to disagree with renewable energy and everything else like that, but in the state of West Virginia, it is literally about one of the only jobs you can get out there.
And that
I know, rural Virginia.
The problem is
Granddaddy was coming.
Yes, that's the problem. Every single coal miner, ask them which would they rather have. Be in the ground, digging coal, getting cancer, or being up on the ground, putting in solar panels. Why is that not an option? Why is wind farms not an option?
How about we turn this in? Me and you, when I get to Kansas City, turn this into like a show where we walk around interviewing people about these things live
I got
on
ideas,
TikTok.
Man. I got ideas. I got some ideas. Trust me. But
well, let's talk about them later.
I would absolutely love to go to West Virginia and ask these men, which would you rather do? Be in that ground, digging up coal, risking your life, and your ability to be able to be here when your kids and grandkids grow up? Or would you rather be standing out on the ground, putting up solar panels, putting up wind tunnels? For me, renewable energy also renews lives. Lives. All that coal does is get burned up. Boom. These men and women give years of their life to digging up coal and getting black lung and cancer and all kinds of things that kill them. They break their backs, they break their bodies doing this hard job. Why are we not thinking of them? But Joe Manchin doesn't. But he has West Virginia values. Translation: I'm Snidely Whiplash, and I will tie as many little blonde white women to the train tracks as I need to get this money. But we don't want to say that because, the Democrats, we got to reach across the party aisles, and I don't want to reach nowhere. I'm sorry. I'm done reaching. If I reach across the aisles of somebody, if I reach across the aisle to the other side, it's to smack the shit out of them. I'm dead serious. Oh, I'll reach to Mitch McConnell and put a whole Hey, Mitch, what did 5 fingers say to the face, dog? What do you mean by that? Bow! There. That's for the people of Kentucky. I'd smack. Look. All right. So we have talked about some heavy subjects. We have talked about TikToks. We're going to be funny for a little while. We're going to talk about some funny stuff. To end out the show, we're going to talk about something fun. We're talk about some funny things. Let me tell you the funniest thing that happened to me this week. Okay? Got over COVID. Everything's great. I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm out backyard. Jersey is doing Jersey things. Alucard is sitting on the porch, laying on the porch because he's an old dog. And Jersey spots a chipmunk. I'm going to tell y'all how I found out that there was a chipmunk in the backyard. That little bastard ran underneath my legs, and Jersey chased him. And I almost broke my damn coffee mug screaming. I didn't scream, but I was like, what the? Now, mind you, I'm this large black man with no hair on my head. I'm supposed to be Shaft 24/7, 365, cool in a fan. Chipmunk runs underneath my legs, and the dog chases it. And all my cool points was gone. I jumped because I thought it was a spider. I thought it was the world's largest, fastest tarantula. I didn't know what that was. I saw a little chipmunk. I didn't know it was a chipmunk until it went past me. And Jersey chased that damn chipmunk until it ran away. And who should be sitting in the tree watching all of this? Caesar. The damn squirrel. I think Caesar sent that damn chipmunk to assassinate me. How was your week? Go ahead. I want to hear this one. Let me hear this one. Come on, Victoria. How was your week? Really? You just going to thumbs up?
Good, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Joker, what about you? Give me something funny for this week.
I got to send you the video, but I'm still, like, I think I laughed for about 55 minutes straight watching this video over and over and over again. It was a black content creator, truck driver, and it shows this video of this very, very massive plus-size man. It was like, I'm small, fat, and like rubbing his belly, and then lift out the hugest fart I have ever heard. And he was like, ugh. And that dude like wraps up his sandwich and was like, no.
Look, Vince McMahon liked fartings. He liked fart jokes. I don't know why.
I'm a child, so this stuff's still funny to me.
Fart jokes have never really been funny to me, though.
Walker, anytime Christian Walker, I love.
Dude. You know what? Okay, so October, I think it's 9th. Raphael Warnock is debating Herschel Walker. When I tell y'all I have not anticipated anything this much since the Zack Snyder cut of the Justice League, I am not joking. This is going to be I will bootleg this. I don't care where I got to find this debate. I need to watch this on live. Raphael Warnock versus Herschel Walker. This Herschel Walker who said, quote, our good air goes to China and gets dirty again, and when it comes back, we have to clean it. Like the damn air is a dog. Like the dog.
Hey. I'm going to tell you how bad my week has been right now just because of this right here. What? When we tested that theory to see if you had that account warning and I had removed you and stopped following you and everything else like that, you forgot to follow me back, man. I'm hurt by that.
I didn't even know. What the hell are you talking about? I'll follow you back. Jeez.
I'm looking at it right now, man.
Okay, I got you. The fuck?
God, the ego.
He's like, you ain't following me back, Lord.
I would follow Thomas for a while, and I was like, did he not see us? I see us. Do you see? I see us.
I see y'all.
And then,
apparently not.
I would get sick of him, and then one day I was like, oh my God, he followed me back.
My whole thing is...
But speaking of big flex, Ken Russell in Florida is running for Senate. And I love this guy's videos. I mean, like, this guy is very creative. But I see this guy going all the way to Washington. So if you have candidates, we have Antoine Jennings.
My brother Antoine Jennings is getting interviewed by the Washington Post because he was out there at the protest when Ted Cruz brought his behind the Lee Summit. And Antoine said the best thing possible. He said, I am not pro-life. I am not pro-choice. I'm pro-mind your own damn business. I have been saying that for 20 years. He said it. I got it on camera. He's getting interviewed by the Washington Post. Yes, my brother, look, when I tell y'all, I believe in Antoine Jennings. You
guys, how many laws are on the books that regulate your bodies and your male junkiness?
I think there should be at least 3. There should be the puberty vasectomy law. There should be the child support and life insurance begins at conception law. And there should be the deadbeat daddy law. If you walk out, if you force a woman to have a baby and then you decide to walk out, you should go to jail. There, I said it. And I'm
if you're
sorry.
forcing her to have it, you need to go to jail if you're walking out on it.
Not to mention the fact, and I'm going to just say this and be honest with it, I pay child support. I can't stand watching dudes walk around here, got kids all out in the world, and they ain't paying a dime in child support, but they trying to tell a woman what to do with their body. Yes, call it jealousy, call it whatever you want, but I think if the hammer dropped on me and I got treated like bin Laden, so should they. If you out here busting off and pull out game is ridiculous, you can't even pull out the driveway, damn it, pay the child support. I did. I don't want to hear it, man. No, I got a beef with that. I got a real beef with that. If you out here busting off and well, it's your fault and you shouldn't have done it. Damn it, child support. Period. All right, we are approaching 5 minutes to the end of the show. It has been fun-filled, fact-filled, fury-filled. Thank you guys for tuning in to the late start on hot101.net. That was a technical glitch. Don't worry about it, but we did record it. It will be up on YouTube on Tuesday. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get our final thoughts. We go to the lady of, hey, Miss Victoria. Final thoughts.
Hey, hashtag FTK. Happy y'all go forth and have a good, productive week. Think positive thoughts. Believe in yourself. Be humble and grateful. And just remember, the people who are your friends today on the old TikTok are really your trolls reporting your stuff.
She said that. I didn't, Lord. All right. Mr. Why So Serious himself, Joker, final thoughts.
I'm gonna keep it as I always keep it. My beginning words, as in my ending words as well. I am tired of being an individual who lives in this world, watching the minority in this country being killed ruthlessly by police on a daily, hourly, minutely basis, and it is tiring to see. And we need to do something about it. ACAB.
All right, and now for me. Okay. I started this social media journey on this particular social media application November 4th of 2020. I've told this story. My very first video was about being a pissed off soldier just carrying stupid people into the new millennia. We always have to carry stupid people around. My second video was about how 68 million at the time Americans saw what our former president brought to the table and still voted for more of it. Over 19, almost 20 months. Well, yeah, about 20 months. I have amassed a following larger than anything I have ever had. And I am humbled and grateful every single solitary day for every follower that I have. I try to bring authenticity. I try to be honest. I try not to lie. I try to bring you the true person that I am. I just have a professional name, but this is all me. Go ahead, Joker. Really? Today? Really? But throughout this, I have been troubled. I have had my mother's name. Like, I've had people literally cuss out my dead mother who never did anything to them. I have been harassed. I have been bullied. I have been called a monkey. I've had direct messages from people not only on TikTok but on Instagram as well where they wish death on me. I don't say any of these things lightly because I don't take any of these things lightly. But the fact remains, beyond the screen, I am a human being. I am a husband, a father, a grandfather. I'm a dog owner. I'm a comic book collector. I have a podcast, I have a YouTube channel, I have this show, I have my TikToks, I have my Instagrams, I have all of these things. But this is not who I am. I'm just Thomas. I am going to make mistakes. I'm going to back the wrong horse. If I'm not allowed grace because of it, then why am I doing this? Why? At the end of the day, I want people to be better than they've ever been. You guys are going to see this again because it's going to be a part of my book. The villain's entire job is to make the hero better. Be it adversity, be it struggle, at the end, the villain is supposed to make the hero better. Unfortunately, what I am starting to find out is that there are more heroes that would rather be a waste than there are villains who are calling them out on it. So if you don't like me, fine. I don't care. But understand, coming after me means coming after me. Not my wife, not my kids, not my grandkids, not my late mother, not my late father, not my dogs, my sister, my brother, none of that. I am always going to simply be the man that I am. You're not going to like everything I say. I don't expect you to. But we have got to get past this idea that somehow I have to be the persona that you see on a screen. I'm a human damn being. I got loves, I got hates, and I'm going to die one day. Keep that in mind, because there might come a day where I give all of this up and go back to being the anonymous human being I was before I picked up my phone November 4th of 2020 and made my very first TikTok video. And I can guarantee you this, I will not miss this, ever. With that being said, we have come to the end of our show. I have a Patreon. Go find it. Thomas the Villain Bishop. Donate $3, you get a button.
Peace, love, and light, y'all.
Joker has a GoFundMe. Find it. Donate. Guys trying to come to Kansas City. Victoria.
If you guys see me on TikTok, it's Jokerha31, and the link is in the bio.
Victoria is going through some things. Reach out to her on TikTok. Show her some love. For the Villain's View, for Joker, for Victoria, and for myself, I am Thomas Bishop. I am known as the Villain. I no longer have COVID. Thank you very much for attending. Thank you very much for being here. And we will see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Te hace falta que te quiera, yo te amo a mi manera. Yo